somebody before I'm off this earth.
Okay,
That first
not
200.
happening. We're going to get you out to Dave Fleming and Javi Lopez. We'll see you back here in a few minutes.
Giants road trip continues on a blustery evening here in Philadelphia. On Jackie Robinson Day, April 15th, it's game 2 of a 4-game series. The Giants and the Philadelphia Phillies. Hi, everybody. Dave Fleming, Javi Lopez. Great to have you with us. Giants continue to play well. They're 12-4 at the start of the year. And Javi, tonight, up against a left-hander, which will be a common theme for the rest of the week. 4 of the next 6 games for the Giants are scheduled to be against left-handed starters. So this right-handed lineup that the Giants have should be on paper really good against lefties. Got to produce this week.
They do. And Adames, hopefully he broke out of that little early slump for him. Get out of that. Chapman gets a knock and right at the end of his game last night with an RBI as well. So hopefully those guys start kicking. Ramos gets back in gear. Fitzgerald is going the right direction as of last night. Schmidt's going to get another opportunity. They're facing a quality left-handed pitcher today and Jesus Luzardo, who's going to be bringing a lot of high velocity. So let's try to get him down in the zone, and we'll see how the Giants do.
Yeah, important week for those Giants right-handed hitters to produce against some very tough lefties, including Luzardo tonight. Another big crowd is expected for the Giants and the Phillies when we come back. More from our NBC Sports Bay Area studios as we head towards first pitch.
This telecast is brought to you by Toyota, class-leading MPG, and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. By Cache Creek Casino Resort, Northern California's premier entertainment destination. And by Mancini's Sleep World. 3,100 tariff-free mattresses are ready to deliver free next day from our Livermore warehouse while supplies last.
12-4 Giants continuing on a 10-day road trip. It's day number 5 of that trip, a stop in Philadelphia. This is game 2 of a 4-game series. It's Justin Verlander who will be on the mound tonight for the Giants. Everyone's sporting number 42 as Major League Baseball celebrates Jackie Robinson Day. Laura Britt alongside Rich Aurelia. We're on pre- and post-game coverage for you. Richie, the Giants looking to continue this momentum. What's your key to the game for them tonight?
I think, first of all, the offense, just keep doing what you're doing. They've been fantastic so far on this road trip, so keep doing what you're doing. And my main key is Justin Verlander, trying to get through the 2 and 3 hitters in this order, Trey Turner and Bryce Harper. They have the best numbers off of Verlander in their careers, and Turner gets on, he causes havoc on the base paths. Harper's a proven MVP winner. Got to keep those guys in check tonight.
Yeah, Wilmer Flores, though, who leads the Giants in home runs and RBI, he's got pretty good numbers against Jesus Luzardo, so the Giants have that going for him, too. He's 5 for 11 against Luzardo. Okay, weigh in on our Toyota fan poll question. We're going to have the results in the post-game show. All you got to do is scan that QR code on your screen. What are your expectations for the Giants after a hot start? Weigh in and let us know. We'll see you back here after the game.
Check it out.
The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the San Francisco Giants Baseball Club, LLC.
Back here in Philly on Jackie Robinson Day, that number 42 honored around all of baseball here today on April 15th. It's game 2 of a 4-game series. The Giants and the Phillies still a few minutes away from first pitch time. So why don't we take a look at our ultimate performer, brought to you by your Bay Area BMW Centers. We're focusing on Willy Adames.
Yeah, last night he got a walker to go deep right center, and he knew he got it. He posed on it a little bit. First home run, and it's smiling the entire time around the bases. The fellas finally got to take his helmet off and show the halo to all those faithful here in Philadelphia.
Yeah, you could sort of tell he was grinding it out early in the year, but he's always got a smile on his face no matter what. Everybody will be wearing 42 tonight here in Philly. Lineups and first pitch here from Citizens Bank Park coming up next.
This telecast is brought to you by Toyota. class-leading MPG, and more hybrid models than any other brand. Toyota, let's go places. And by Cache Creek Casino Resort, Northern California's premier entertainment destination.
Well, you can see those flags whipping here inside Citizens Bank Park. Dave Fleming, Javi Lopez back with you. Game 2 of this 4-game series. Giants and the Phillies, and our game time weather presented by Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. We'll get to the actual weather first, but how about the wind graphic, Javi? The wind is going to be a major factor in tonight's game.
Yeah, we got a lot of action, and you kind of see it pushing into right field, so the ball should hang up going to right. But it seems like a little jet stream going out to left.
All right, now we'll get to the actual. The temperature is fine. It's 56 degrees. It's cool. But the main thing is those blustery winds is steady at 16 miles an hour, gusting up to 35 miles an hour. And we saw the impact on that graphic. I mean, look, it's hard to tell. A lot of arrows pointing in a lot of different directions. But as it comes across, those flags look like they're blowing left to right. You might assume, hey, a ball to right field's going to get pushed. Instead, typically here, it's kind of the opposite. The wind will hit the stands behind the right field wall and turn around and head right back in the players' faces.
Yeah, this will be interesting to see what happens because Luzardo likes to pitch up in the zone. The Giants want to be thinking big part of the field, but they might need to change that strategy. We'll see what it looks like.
All right, Giants lineup looks like this. Elliot Ramos in that right-handed heavy order is the leadoff hitter in left field. Adames, Jung-Hoo Lee, Matt Chapman, Wilmer Flores the DH. Another run batted in for him last night. Casey Schmidt playing first base. Matos out in right field. Patrick Bailey doing the catching for Verlander, and Tyler Fitzgerald. Huge game last night. Tyler, the second baseman, he will hit ninth, and Javi just mentioned it. The left-hander that the Giants will face, Jesus Luzardo. Man, what a start to his Phillies career.
Yeah, 27-year-old left-hander has really found his own right now, striking out 25 guys in these first 3 starts of the season. In those just 18 innings pitched, just 5 walks against. And it is a lot of velocity. He's added a sweeper this season, primarily he was a slider guy, fastball slider guy, but the sweeper has been pretty darn tough. Let's take a look at StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud, and it'll be the pitch arsenal that he uses. It's that four-seamer. He's going to try to ride that the top rail, top of the zone, see if he gets some chase. But that sweeper, the effectiveness and the usage has gone up. The slider still gets used, not as much. The changeup as well, but lots of sweepers and sliders in the back foots of these right-handed hitters.
I have a request.
I love that. What is it?
Are you going to help me identify which is a sweeper and which is a slider?
I will do my very best because I struggle with that as well.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at the Phillies defense. It's brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law. Starting in the outfield from left to right will be Kepler, Marsh, and Castellanos. Left side of the infield will be Bohm and Turner. Right side, Stott and Harper. And JT Realmuto will be doing the catching.
And of course, tonight, everybody listed as number 42. It's April 15th, the anniversary of the date in 1947 when Jackie Robinson made his debut. A monumental day in baseball history, in American history. A 97-mile-an-hour fastball to Elliot Ramos, who took a big swing. Fouled it back. There's number 42, retired in every ballpark for every franchise. This is the only day you see 42 on the field. And another fastball for strike two swinging.
And that's a big fastball. He's averaging 96.4 on his fastball so far this year. That's the third fastest amongst lefties in the MLB.
Ramos, two-strike hitting, and a sinking liner is caught in left by Kepler. Man, Elliott, last couple nights he has hit some balls very hard and hasn't always been rewarded for them.
Thought for a second there that was going to drop. That was a slider, 110 off the bat. Kepler with one heck of a play. That ball was sinking, but able to keep that glove out in front. Nice play.
110 miles an hour off the bat of Elliot Ramos. Now a fastball right in there to Willie Adames. That was a good play. We'll see if the forecast and how we expect the winds to plays out as that forecast says. A right-handed hitter pulling a ball to left field, in theory you shouldn't get as knocked down, might even get a little bit of a push to straightaway left. That one is just inside. 2-1. Spanish audio available on the SAP channel, brought to you by your Northern California Honda dealers. Well outside from Luzardo, it's 3-1.
So far he's only made one home start this year, went 7 innings in that start.
Adames swinging away 3-1 and skies one to right. That is Castellanos calling off Marsh, who's out in center field. Castellanos made the play. Every ball in the air like that is going to require full concentration. 2 down for Jung-Hoo Lee. Just having a terrific start to his season. Had a quiet game last night. That's the first time we've said that in a long time. Jung-Hoo takes a fastball for strike one. Left on left. That one misses low at 97.
Little silver lining for the Giants is that they faced one of the other lefties that throws extremely hard in Carlos Rodon in New York just a couple nights ago, so they're used to seeing a little velocity from that side.
That's a good point, and you and I said it at the top of the broadcast. Starting tonight for the next week, 4 out of 6 scheduled starters against the Giants are left-handers. Well, this lineup is going to get a lot of action. Top spin, 2-hopper to first. Bryce Harper feeds to Luzardo, and the Giants are retired in order. It'll be Verlander to the mound in the bottom of the first. Well, it was windy in the top of the first, and all of a sudden the wind has just, I mean, it is howling here in Philadelphia. Crazy. There's napkins and hot dog wrappers all over the field. Our stuff is blowing out of the booth. Can we even do the Phillies starting lineup? Stott, Turner, Harper, Schwarber, Castellanos, Real Muto, Kepler, Bohm, and Brandon Marsh tonight. That's the Phillies lineup against the 42-year-old right-hander, Justin Verlander.
Yeah, Justin Verlander taking the mound for the Giants tonight. And he's looking for his first win. He's thrown the ball pretty well, and then just seems to run into one inning in each outing that kind of gives him a little bit of a hiccup. But the 16 strikeouts in those 13 innings, and the velocity's been there. He's touched 96 this year, so it's just a matter of a little bit better execution. The command's there. The control for him, he probably would tell you, has not been top-notch yet.
And it cannot be easy to pitch with that kind of wind. He throws a fastball for strike one to Bryson Stott. I'm gonna have to think, I mean, it sounds crazy, but even just balance on the mound might be a challenge tonight. I don't know if we're going to have a Stu Miller moment. I'm not sure anybody's going to get blown over, but it is windy.
It's definitely whipping around. I mean, I'm trying to see the besides the napkins and everything else flying around us, down on the field it doesn't look terrible yet. In the outfield it looks like a problem, but in the infield looks okay.
Okay. 0-2 to Stott. A little bit high. That's how the Giants line up defensively. This is a candlestick throwback game, and then some. Now we can't even see downtown Philadelphia. The skyline is gone. Stott, little poke shot and a base hit. He did that last night to start the game. Behind in the count, 2 strikes and a base hit into center field.
Well, we saw the curveball there. Let's see what else Justin Verlander is featuring here. StatCast 3D powered by Google Cloud. You see the primarily four-seam fastball, slider. That's the combo he likes to use, but that curveball there that he flips in, changeup as well, a little bit of a sweeper. He will throw everything at you. He's a veteran. He knows how to work that strike zone.
Now it's raining? Is it raining? I was not told that was a possibility. There's a rainbow out behind right field. That would be a clue. I mean, what is going on? Runner at first, nobody out. Trey Turner takes a slider low. Adverse conditions right now, and the fans here in Philadelphia are heading for cover. Oh, the rain's blowing in different directions. Now a swing and a miss, and the bat goes flying, which probably will not be the last time that happens if it stays like this. I mean, this is not good.
Giants thought they left this in New York, but this is exactly what they were just playing it.
I'm trying to look at the. I did not realize this was in the forecast.
Now we can see downtown, so you got to figure this is a quick moving storm.
Okay, that is a good sign. You're right. Looks like a curtain got dropped on the city skyline. Verlander pickoff move. So maybe if Verlander can just hang in there. Wilmer Flores is like he needs a garage or something over at first base. Wilmer not looking real comfortable. That one missed in the slider. 2-2. I say Wilmer. Everybody's wearing 42. It's Casey Schmidt, who I think the wind was kind of blowing right in his face. Just missing. Full count, 3-2. Yeah, now you can see downtown as clear as can be. Literally 2 minutes ago, you couldn't see any of those buildings. That one hit to left and well hit. Ramos back at the wall. The wind pushing it around, and he makes the catch. Well, the wind was definitely playing with that one.
Giants defense is brought to you by Walk-Up Personal Injury Law. Starting in the outfield from left to right, Ramos, Lee, and Matos gets a start in right field. Left side of the infield be Chapman and Adames. Right side, Fitzgerald and Schmidt, and Patrick Bailey will be doing the catching.
That turned into a pretty good play by Elliot Ramos. Now Verlander, another pickoff, and that time he had Stott definitely leaning towards second base. Did not make a perfect throw. And the wind has, now that that storm blew through, the wind has calmed down. Not gone away, but calmed down. Good slider there.
You can still see the back end of that little storm going, that huge cloud.
There goes the runner. Bailey's throw is late. He just got a big jump, and Bryson Stott steals second.
Just a great jump by Stott. Straight steal two, doesn't peek back. Head down goes all the way. Adames trying to play like it went into center field.
Bryce Harper against Justin Verlander. Another slider, 2-1. Is there a pitch that might be harder or easier to throw with the wind?
Well, I feel anytime that you're going to do this, you want to, those sliders are going to be used a little bit more. Curveball might start slipping out if it's windy.
Harper out into left. Here comes Ramos rushing in. 2 down.
And we talk about him throwing anything in any count. That was a change up there to get Harper out on that front foot.
So here's Kyle Schwarber. He's having the big year so far for the Phillies. This is a Philadelphia offense that by its standards has been struggling. Not Schwarber. There's a slider from Verlander. Phillies got 3 in the first last night against the Giants. Giants won game 1 of the series yesterday 10-4. They were down 3-0 after an inning. Just off the plate inside. Home plate umpire tonight, and generally known to have a pretty small strike zone, Clint Vondrack. Dan Bellino, the crew chief at first. Phil Cuzzi and Tony Randazzo, the rest of the crew.
Oof.
Called
Good
ball.
pitch. Good take. A real good pitch.
Schwarber typically is going to be a patient hitter. Up and away, 3-1. The note on Schwarber up on the big video board. Kyle Schwarber is 2 home runs away from tying Giants hitting coach Pat Burrell's career total.
Well, that can wait till we're till Giants are out of town. That's fine.
That's ball 4. Change up in the dirt. So Verlander, he might have been being extra careful against Schwarber. There's Pat, who I think always enjoys coming back to Philadelphia. Spent the bulk of his career here. Has a lot of good memories with the Phillies and on some of their best teams, and also with your 2010 Giants coming here in the playoffs.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, highly touted guy, went 1-1 in the '98 draft.
Can't do better than that in the draft. Strike 1 to Nick Castellanos.
I only remember that because that was my draft. I was nowhere near 1-1.
You were a guy though.
Yeah.
So did you play against Pat in college?
I squeezed a lot of the all the juice out of that lemon. Let's put it that way. No, I did not. The Miami was not ACC
yet.
at that time.
Not yet in the ACC. That one misses. So Verlander Struggling a little bit with his command in this first inning. That was his 22nd pitch. It's 2-1 to Castellanos. Phillies threatening for a quick start again tonight. On the ground toward the hole. Backhanding at Adames. He'll go to second and get the force out there. That was a nice play. And Verlander weathers the storm.
I see what you did there.
Astound Internet gives you more. More speed and reliability. Live more with Astound.
Here in Philadelphia on a kind of a wild weather night so far. And now the wind's just sort of whipping around the ballpark. It's not a maelstrom. Matt Chapman takes a ball from Jesus Luzardo. We could deal with this. No score, second inning. And off the inside, 2-0 to Chapman. I think hoping that the hit at the end of the game last night drove in a run, snapped an offer, might help get Chapman going. That one was called a strike. Pulls that one into left field. Base hit. He hooked a changeup for a leadoff single.
Recognizes the changeup, keep the hands back, gets enough of it to serve it out into left field. Well, that's a good sign. I mean, he's so right hand dominant. You know, you're going to see him hook a lot of those baseballs, but hopefully he starts finding that stroke.
Flores takes a sinker off the outside. Chapman, who is a threat to run, and Luzardo is going to pay attention to him. Kind of jammed going back into the bag there.
He's got just one base stolen this year, but you're right, he's shaking that left hand out, whether it's the hand or the shoulder.
Yeah, it's muddy. You wonder if he kind of stuck a little bit. Big swing.
You're right. That left hand just gets stuck as he's diving back.
I don't think he wants to dive again, at least for the next few minutes.
Now it's interesting, right? Got your two.
It's true. Foul ball. If Luzardo were to make another throw over to first, he would have to pick him off. Otherwise, Chapman would be allowed to go to second.
Wilmer's shown that he likes to go to right field and keep that hole open unless you get a great jump.
He got a good jump. Flores pulled it sharply foul.
And you don't blame Flores at all. Now he's got 2 strikes on him. He's going to have to fight in this at bat. But Chapman, nice job, timed it up perfectly.
Well, nobody out. See if he tries it again. Luzardo, a longer pause. Chapman not running, and Flores hits pop-up. Stott fighting that one a little bit, one away.
Today, April 15th, marks Jackie Robinson's historic Major League debut. Robinson's courage and determination in the face of adversity is as much an example now as ever before. Join baseball in commemorating Jackie Robinson Day. Let's learn about that at MLBtogether.com/42.
And everybody wearing 42. Casey Schmidt just off the plate inside. Casey's done some positives when he's had a chance to play. Not a ton of at bats so far, only 15 in the early season. Ahead of the count, 2-0. Just as a reminder, it's still early in the season. All these pitch clock and throw over rules are still relatively new in baseball. It resets with the new hitter, so Luzardo can pick over now. Schmidt chased that one.
Yeah, he was all in, bought in on a heater 2-0, got the changeup, swing through.
Well, if you get fooled like that, you'd rather swing and miss.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, like he was just sitting dead red, didn't get it.
That time he got another changeup.
Good take.
Yeah,
good take. I mean, he likes the feel for that changeup right now. Luzardo's thrown a bunch of them, and that one started off as a strike. Let's see if he bought himself a heater here.
Matos on deck. Schmidt drives that one to center field. Marsh, though, is there to make the catch. Wow, that was another hard hit ball. Ramos in the first inning, and Casey Schmidt here, he stung that one.
Yeah, got a 3-1 fastball, and he absolutely smoked it. 106 off the bat, just hit it to the wrong guy.
So a little bad luck for the Giants early in this game against a guy who's been so tough to hit, Luzardo. They're putting the ball in play against him as Matos stands in. Strike one to Matos. So that's the sweeper.
That's the sweeper. Hasn't featured it too much in an inning and 2/3.
Matos to left, not that hard hit. Coming in, Kepler for out number 3. Leadoff single, no runs for the Giants. We're midway through 2. Still 0-0.
brought to you by BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Visit BayAreaBMW.com today for exceptional offers.
The 12-4 Giants. This road trip continuing in Philadelphia. And Verlander misses inside to JT Realmuto. No score. Bottom 2. Game 2 of a 4-game series. On a windy night in South Philly. Realmuto to left. Ramos onto the warning track, and it is in play. Not a home run. Now the umpire changes his mind. Now it's a home run.
Phil Cuzzy thought about it. Now he's spinning it. There is a little piece of yellow pipe on that fence, and I think he went to the left of it, so I do think this might be the right call. Gotta look at it again on replay. It's just that one piece that gets painted on top of that fence.
Yeah. If it clears the orange advertising panel, it is a home run. And the Giants don't even ask New York to look at it, so that's a home run. And the Phillies are on the board, 1-0. Ball 1 to Max Kepler. Strike 1. Realmuto. That's his first home run of the year. Justin Verlander, we know someday he's going to end up in the Hall of Fame. Jason Stark, the great baseball writer based here in Philadelphia, so we always look forward to seeing him. They're down on the field before the game. I asked Jason, is JT Realmuto going to go to the Hall of Fame? And he said, well, he probably has a little more work to do, but he's on the track to be there. That one yanked into right field. Another hit, and this one will go to the wall. Matos has to play the carom. Kepler can run, but he'll go into second with a slide. It's a double.
It's a 1-2 slider. He actually finishes this one down in the zone. Maybe wants a little bit lower, but that's kind of a sweet spot for Kepler and his type of swing. Wraps it into the corner. Matos unable to cut that one off, and like you mentioned, with his kind of speed, he's going to get the double all the way there.
That's the third hit already and fourth base runner for the Phillies. 7 hitters into the game. Alec Bohm goes after the first pitch, hits it foul. So Verlander in a little trouble here. Oh, it's only 1 run, but runner in scoring position, still nobody out. And getting knocked around a little bit here in the second inning. Fastball up. Velocity so far for Verlander down just a little bit. Not alarmingly down. He's been throwing 94, 95, some 96s. Mostly it's been that 93.
Well, that's the command you're kind of used to seeing, the control. You know, strikes is one thing, but be able to nibble that corner the way he did right there with the fastball. When he's on, he can paint the corners.
Tried the different kind of breaking ball there and missed with it. Fitzgerald shaded up the middle. There's a lot of room on the right side of the infield. Bohm hits it right to Fitzgerald. That's going to move the runner to third. Fitzgerald throws out Bohm, but Kepler now 90 feet away. And I think Bohm will probably get some high fives back in that dugout. He's been struggling as a hitter. You make a productive out.
Yeah, the Giants will bring the infield in here. Marsh has been struggling. So Verlander's looking for a punch here. He's going to go from the windup.
Yeah, he would like to get the strikeout from that windup. Fastball up and in. Brandon Marsh. They played Rojas last night. They're just looking for some production out of center field. He hit that home run in the first few days of the season. Foul tip. Not a whole lot since then. He hadn't had a hit in April.
Yeah, and it's 37 at bats, struck out 14 times. That's just why you're seeing a couple other guys kind of go out there and man center field. Robbie Thompson's looking for some stability.
1-1 from Verlander to Marsh. Infield in for the Giants. Marsh launches that one out towards right. That's plenty deep enough to get the run in. Matos catches. Kepler tags and scores, and Brandon Marsh has a run batted in. It's 2-0. So some struggling hitters toward the bottom of the order getting it done in this inning for the Phillies. Here's Stott, who had a leadoff single to start the game. Right on the inside corner for a strike. We're a little spoiled with Patrick Bailey, but I think Bailey and the Giants pitchers, they're used to getting that call.
In the first inning, Verlander was ahead of all five. The five that he's faced this, and he's just got ahead of 2.
There's a curveball. Strike 2. It's only been a few starts, but the big inning has been an issue for Verlander. And the long inning. So not just big in terms of runs, but long innings, having to throw a lot of pitches. 95, but low. 2-2.
The Phillies can work some counts. They've been able to do that so far. This will be the 42nd pitch coming up. 22 strikes, 19 balls.
Probably as good as any offense in the game at doing that. Making a pitcher work, taking a lot of pitches, drawing a lot of walks. Stott had to shake out his hand after that foul ball. Now Bailey. I don't know if the pitch clock was winding down, so Bailey uses a visit just to prevent that from being a violation.
You want to get it right. This is the part of the lineup that did some damage yesterday.
Little squibber. Chapman will charge. Chapman throws him out. Inning over, but the Phillies score the first 2 runs of the game. We'll go to the third. 2-0.
Jung-Hoo Crew at Oracle Park. Tickets are available in this special center field section Friday, Saturday, and Sunday games. Receive an exclusive Jung-Hoo Crew t-shirt with your ticket purchase. Lock in those tickets for the upcoming series against the Rangers from April 25th through the 27th. Buy online at sfgiants.com/crew.
Yeah, Giants won't be back home until early next week. This weekend still in Anaheim. Long road trip. Patrick Bailey batting right-handed against Luzardo. Ahead of the count 2-0. So 2 more games to go here in Philly. 3 in Anaheim. And the Giants finally get to come back home. And it's that following weekend when Bruce Bochy's team will be in town. 2-1.
Yeah, they're sneaking in a 4 o'clock kickoff East Coast time on Thursday here with the long flight back to the West Coast.
It's slightly irritating not to just have a traditional day game, because the Giants, it'll be a late night getting into Anaheim. Bailey goes down swinging. Well, he got ahead in the count but couldn't take advantage of it. Here's Tyler Fitzgerald. What a night he had last night. A home run.
Saw the ball extremely well, didn't he?
A triple, a home run, and a double. His OPS went up 228 points in one game. That's the power of the early season and a few big hits.
And he showed off the speed too. I know those balls were in the gap. I knew he's going to get extra bases, but he just glided around the bases.
And after that one, a little bit off the plate. It's 1-2. This was the home run. And it was a big one.
Yeah, got that hanging breaker, and he knew it. That was the easiest jog he had all night.
Hits that one into shallow center, and Tyler Fitzgerald, nice job, 2-strike hitting. See, now he's got the cycle.
You're right, he did it. Well, gets a changeup again, just gets down, able to keep the head still, reach out with those hands, cover it with the barrel, flip it out into center field, and he's a guy that has 4 stolen bases on the season. I'm sure the Giants would love to see him run a little bit more.
Yeah, let's see if he picks a spot here. Strike 1 to Elliot Ramos. Luzardo's going to throw over. I mean, Tyler is literally like one of the 5 or 6 fastest players in the game by StatCast sprint speed.
Right.
And base stealing isn't only about pure speed, but I think Tyler has worked at it enough to where he's become a much more proficient base stealer.
And when it's a lefty, usually, not always, but usually you're just going first move. Sometimes there's a tell on that back foot. Somebody lifts the toe a little bit on the left foot.
There he goes. Ramos pops it up, and Fitzgerald went into a slide, so he's going to have to hustle. Harper, meanwhile, can't catch it. Tyler turns back around, and Harper throws him out. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Well, Fitzgerald, there was nothing he could do about that.
You get hung out there. He's doing the right thing, trying to cut back.
That was wild.
Just read it. First move. He's gone. He's there. He's got his head down. He hears contact. Hustles back, and Harper doing a pop-up dance. Just catches him in between and gets away with it.
He did the shuttle drill in between first and second. That's a ball to Willy Adames. Well, too bad. I think he had the base stolen easily. JT Realmuto, he's a really good throwing catcher. Nice, and he's a good blocker too. But I think Fitzgerald had that one stolen. 2-0 to Adames. Willie hit his first home run with the Giants last night. The home run ball was good to the Giants. That one in on his hands. That one stung a little.
So far, Luzardo not really going up with the fastball a lot. That's been a good chase spot for him early this season.
Another pop up. Turner right near the bag. Out number 3. So a hit, but no runs for the Giants again. Stays 2-0 Phillies. '25 All-Star Teacher Award presented by Provident Credit Union. Go to NBCSportsBayArea.com/AST. Check out Greg Martin as well as the other finalists and vote now. Winning Teacher's School receives $30,000. Here in Philadelphia, Giants have 3 hits. Phillies have 3 hits. But the Phillies have both of the runs in this game. Bottom of the 3rd. Turner, Harper, Schwarber against Justin Verlander. Pulled. Foul.
Broke his bat on that one too. He doesn't wait around, does he?
He was doing that all game yesterday.
He's not quite Corey Seager that swings at over 50% first pitches, but I feel like he just when he's in go zone, he just goes.
Swings again, tops that one foul. He's a guy who's developed some more power as his career's gone on. I mean, you wouldn't call him a huge home run hitter, but he was coming up as a young player. His defense and speed and base stealing and a little more diversified than that. He had 21 home runs last year, hit 26 the year before. That's pretty good power from a guy who's as good at all the other stuff that Trey Turner is.
He's always the guy that, I shouldn't say sneaky, but maybe that second tier of guys that you are like, hey, he could be an MVP just with what he does and how he can change a game.
Yeah, and just by definition, that means he's one of the best of the best. So even though he was swinging early, Verlander has not been able to put him away. Well, Verlander's run the count full. This is an important pitch. Ball 4. When you walk him, you invite trouble.
He's had 2 full counts this game, and both to Trey Turner.
Verlander. That's the third straight inning where the leadoff hitter has reached base safely. Stott with the base hit in the first. The home run from Real Muto last inning as Harper takes a big hack. That was a fastball that caught a lot of the strike zone at 92 miles an hour. I'm not sure Verlander would want to throw that pitch again.
Yeah, he knows he got away with one, but you know, hitting a baseball is the hardest thing to do, and you'll take the strike any way you can get it. He got some count leverage again. He got ahead of Turner, ended up walking him, but you want count leverage every time.
He kind of goosed that pickoff throw. Now he's warning Verlander about making sure that the hitter makes eye contact, is engaged at home plate. Change up, ball one. I figured two guys who are going to end up in Cooperstown someday, Verlander and Bryce Harper. Another pickoff throw. Now he's used both of those.
Pretty good toss there, at least. That was right on top of the bag for Casey Schmidt to be able to lay one down on him.
These two have faced each other some in the past. Curveball inside. And Harper's had a lot of success against Verlander.
A little bit of ownage there. This is an interesting spot, right? 2-1 count. You got a guy that can run at first base, but you close the hole if you go.
Big swing on another curve.
We saw Landon Roop go heavy curveball on Bryce Harper and have success.
That was a good Verlander curveball. There goes Turner. Pitch high, throw perfect, tag, got him.
Well, one NC State Wolfpack throwing out another one right there. Let's check out the T-Mobile coverage cam, and it is Patrick Bailey. Quick exchange. One of the best, if not the best in the game. Turner goes first move. Quick exchange. Great tag on the other end by Willy Adames to finish that one off.
Did he go? No. No swing. So that's ball four and a second straight walk. It's a little different because they got the out on the bases, but that's back-to-back walks issued by Verlander, and 3 already in the first 3 innings.
Started going up the line a little bit towards second base. He had to go get it. But nice tag. And Harper will go too now.
Yeah, he's got as many steals so far this year as Trey Turner. He's got 4. Big swing by Schwarber. You've been talking about the strike to ball ratio. 29 strikes, 27 balls. Not nearly what Verlander would want it to be. Schwarber out to center. Jung-Hoo Lee underneath it. 2 down. Harper tagging. Here's the throw. He is out at second. Not sure what Bryce Harper was doing, but Jung-Hoo Lee was ready. He was not taken by surprise.
Take the gift when you get it right there. Nice job, Jung-Hoo Lee.
Say in baseball, you make a great play on defense, and we put you on the Great Resort and Casino leaderboard. Extra base hit leaders across the big leagues. Kyle Tucker's having a great start to the year, and so is this guy. Jung-Hoo Lee, Corbin Carroll, Jackson Chourio, some of the great stars of the game.
Yep. All in the National League. Come on out, Oracle Park. Check them out.
No kidding. The star power in the National League is pretty amazing.
It is.
Jung-Hoo hasn't had a hit yet in this series, though. I'm sure he's itching for one. Just made a really nice throw. Bryce Harper, Justin Verlander walked 2 in the inning, and the Giants erased both of those walks by getting outs at second base. One on a caught stealing, and one Jung-Hoo Lee threw out Harper.
You know, pitching and clean defense. That's kind of been the mantra of the season going into camp, and that is going to keep you in a lot of ball games, and it did right here at the bottom of the 3rd inning in Philly.
Lee waves at that one. So Jung-Hoo, a little out of sorts these 2 games at the plate, not out in center field.
Well, gets behind the ball, exactly what you're supposed to do in the outfield. Long hop to Fitzgerald, and you'll take it. I mean, that's a good one there. Get it out of your hand. Long hop, so it's an easy field for the second baseman or middle infielder to apply the tag.
Chapman hits it foul. I think, you know, one thing you said in between innings is teams still are learning about Jung-Hoo Lee, and they probably still underestimate his arm.
I mean, it's a pretty good arm, but it's also a very accurate arm.
I think that's what kind of makes it play up, is he's got arm strength, but he's a very accurate thrower. 0-2 to Chapman. Chapman had a base hit his first time up. Not close. You pointed out last inning that he hasn't been using the high fastball. Maybe his plan is to start incorporating it just a little bit more here.
Yeah, he's not, you know, so far the 3 outings that he's had have been so spectacular, but this one he's scuffling a little bit to kind of with his command.
Yeah. Giants have not turned that into walks yet. They've made him throw some pitches. They've been ahead in some counts. They've hit some balls hard. 3-2, and Chapman drives that one toward the gap in left center field. Man, he hit that very hard all the way to the wall. Chapman into second. He's 2 for 2. That's a 1-out double.
Oh, works himself into that full count, gets a fastball again, trying to elevate it, leaves it right down the middle, barrels it up, drives it, and with his speed it was going to be an easy double. You had to think maybe he was going to go 3 if it got a bad kick or if Marsh fumbled it. But hopefully it's a good sign for the Giants that he might be heating up.
Now Luzardo gets the warning about waiting for Wilmer to be ready.
I mean, coming into the game, Chapman was 1 for 12, but he had 6 walks. Like, he's still able to get on base and do some things on this road trip.
Tried to backdoor Wilmer with the sweeper and missed. It's a tight strike zone. Let's see if the Giants can get on the board. Long way to go in this game. It's only the top of the 4th. Two and 0.
After getting ahead of the first 3 batters of the game, he's gotten ahead of 4 of the last 11.
Ooh.
And it's a guy that loves his fastball. You can kind of zero in. I know he's been throwing lots of breaking balls, but you start eliminating pitches.
I think Wilmer was looking fastball.
All in again. That's, you talked about it. We saw it with Ramos. You're all in. Or with Casey Schmidt. All in. Heater. He throws a changeup. So what? Swing through it.
Misses with the fastball. Yeah, especially when you're still ahead in the count, you'd much rather have the swing and miss than weakly put a ball in play because you're off balance, you get fooled. That one is right in there. Full count now, 3-2. at some point see if the Giants can take advantage of a lot of count leverage. Flores on the ground. That'll kick foul. Boom. Backhands it. Well, Wilmer Flores, another run batted in last night's game. 6 home runs, 20 RBIs for Wilmer.
Yeah, 6 of them coming in New York, and here road trip has been friendly to Flo.
Got a piece. Tied for the league lead in home runs, leading the National League with those 20 runs batted in. It's kind of cool. 8th pitch coming, and it's ball 4. What an at bat from Wilmer Flores. That's the first walk drawn by the Giants, and now they got something going.
I mean, great at bat. He gets 8 pitches out of him, gets a changeup for ball 4. Keeps the line moving, and with a guy that hit an absolute laser in the 2nd inning.
Yeah,
Casey Schmidt.
He hit it too hard almost. Takes that one for ball 1. Giants are doing what you said. They are honing in by getting ahead of the count on 1 pitch and 1 location.
Yeah, they're trying to get the fastball down in zone and jump all over it when they get that opportunity.
That one, I thought it
was odd.
What was that?
That's what he's trying to discuss right now.
That was a quick visit, man. He scooped up the ball and ran out there straight to the mound.
It has a 4-seam fastball in, but it maybe had a little cut to it. He just clanked it.
He must have been looking for a different pitch, and maybe that's in the pitch comm era. You really don't see cross ups, but two and 0 to Casey. 2 on, 1 out. Got that change up.
He did it again. 2-0, selling out for the fastball. Gets a change up. Again, just a foul ball, no big deal.
Giants putting some pressure on Luzardo. They're down 2-0, but there go the runners. Pitch taken and no throw. It's a double steal. Even Wilmer went, the trail runner.
It's a gutsy call and well executed. He was falling into a pattern with the runner at second base. Check and go, check and go. Chapman says, all right, well, I picked up on it. Time for me to roll out.
Huge. Now Schmidt pulls one into left field. That's a base hit. Chapman will score. Here comes Wilmer. The throw will not be there in time. Real Muto took it and then didn't get the tag on. And like we say over and over again, Wilmer Flores using his speed. The Giants have tied the game.
I mean, there's nothing more true than that. How about that? Casey Schmidt once again, changeup up, pulls it. And Kepler was playing back. He was letting that bounce, and Real Muto, I'm not sure what was going on there. I thought maybe he could at least try to apply the tag. He was yelling for a cut. Doesn't matter. Giants will take it. Tie ball game.
Matos swings and misses. That was 110 off the bat from Casey. Another really good at bat for the Giants. He's had 2 great ones tonight. Luzardo's about to throw his 70th pitch of the game. Way inside. That was just, first of all, Matt Williams, that took some guts to send Wilmer.
He did, but Kepler stayed back. He didn't charge that ground ball, and I think that's what Matt Williams was reading. And like you mentioned, the way Flo can pick him up and put him down, hey, keep him moving.
It's true. When you got that kind of sprint speed, just send him. Wilmer had a steal and then scored from second.
Contract push.
Matos change up. The Giants Justin Verlander really appreciates the offensive output.
And you could hear it in the interviews yesterday. These guys don't feel like they're out of anything. A lot of confidence, playing for each other, playing hard. Just like that, they're back in this ball game.
And I think you've done a good job here pointing out the approach at the plate has been consistent and consistently excellent against a guy who's been really tough to hit this year. And it's carrying over one at bat to another. Matos on the ground. Stott stumbled, still turned the double play. But the Giants scored twice, and they have tied this game at 2.
Welcome back to the broadcast booth, presented by Lazy Boy. Dave, a lot less windy, a lot better conditions, and the Giants really pushing the throttle down right now against Luzardo. 72 pitches through 4. You know, it's a guy that's been hot for 3 starts, and now you got them. Now you got them kind of. Everyone's chipping in.
Yeah, a lot of good at bats. I also want to take some time here during this inning and talk about the base running. We were kind of chuckling about Wilmer and using his speed, double steal scores from second. Giants have been an excellent base running team so far this year. They emphasized it in spring training, and it's not just base stealing. No team has gone first to third more often, second to home more often, taking the extra base more often than the Giants have.
It's again, it's you got to build your foundation. What does that look like? What's your core? What are your identity? What's your principles? And they've really honed in on what they want to do, and they've been able to do it, and it's been fun to watch.
So Justin Verlander behind 2-0, and now misses outside 1-2. That was Wilmer's first steal since 2021. We knew it had been a long time. It took us a while to confirm. Not close. He has also now tied his single season high in steals. He's never had more than one in a year. Giants are 16 for 17 stealing, best percentage in the big leagues. Castellanos stays alive. This was what it looked like after the Schmidt base hit.
And you watch Matt Williams reads it the whole way. Real Muto wanted the cut, didn't get it. Take it.
Got him. Beautiful slider for strike 3 called.
It's 2-2 slider. You know, you want to get the first out after your team scores, and that's just so well executed there. And that's his first strikeout of the game, and came in the 4th inning, but you'll take it. These are the guys that did the damage.
Real Muto homered his first time up. Curveball for ball 1. Phillies have done to Verlander what the Giants have done to Luzardo. This will be the 65th pitch from Verlander. 2-0. Looking for his first win in a Giants uniform. Just pump that one right in there. That one hit to short, and it kicks up off Adames, who tried to kind of circle around it. And I would imagine he's going to be charged with an error.
That's an unfortunate one because you execute such a good pitch, but that swing had a lot of topspin, and that last little short hop, you see it just kind of right up to the heel of the glove. And you do try to field it quick, and Real Muto can run. You know that was in the back of his mind, the clock.
Yeah, I think the official score has to score that as an error, but you watch that replay and you watch that bounce with the topspin. That was not an easy play. So instead of 2 outs, nobody on. Changeup. And Real Muto can run, so the Giants will have to pay attention to him. Patrick Bailey has thrown out a would-be base stealer. Kepler doubled his first time up. Goes after the high fastball, 1-2. Went up again. This time Kepler would not chase.
Yeah, why not? Go up the ladder, see if you can get one more out of him.
That's calm compared. If you're just joining us, the wind has died down. The first inning was insane. It's like, an entire weather front moved through in about a batter.
Yeah, it was. Skyline looks beautiful now.
Couldn't see it for a while. Another fastball too high. So Kepler has worked the count full. Kind of the same pattern here for Verlander. 38 strikes, 34 balls. There goes the runner. Pitch is pulled into right field, base hit. And Real Muto doesn't slow down. Matos will hit the cutoff man. Kepler's 2 for 2. And here come the Phillies, first and third. Only 1 out.
Give credit where credit's due. Kepler was able to work that count. Did a nice job. Real Muto off on the pitch. Goes, peeks back, sees it, and he's just coasting to third.
Cool shot from that camera, actually. Check out Real Muto on the move. Boom. And a sweeper for a strike. Verlander would love to get a ground ball here. Boom. It runs okay, but right-handed hitter.
3 double plays he's rolled into this season.
Another breaking ball, 1-1.
You kind of see that shoulder roll a little bit, the hip slide open for Bohm. If he can get him just kind of reach on a breaking ball, you got a chance.
That one on the ground. We'll see if the Giants can turn it. There's one. Adames Got him, double play. And Verlander, the Giants get through it. Worked around an error. We go to the 5th, 2-2. Giants Phillies top 5 and
Allstate good hands replay. Let's take a peek at the old 4-6-3. This is the perks of having a good middle infield and going to get that pistola right there at shortstop. Shows it off. What did we say it was? 83 across the diamond, looked like 93. Great exchange, throws a strike, huge double play. Get the boys back in the dugout.
can't turn it better than that. Patrick Bailey leads off against Luzardo right on the outside corner. And I think there was a little extra behind that throw after Adames made the error. Not that it was a totally easy play, but he was dying for a chance to make up for it, and he did. This is a big inning for the Giants offense because the Phillies are going to start the bullpen, it looks like. They got a chance to get Luzardo out of this game. Good cut, 1-2. Number 42 is warming up in the Phillies bullpen.
Well, I'd like to say that looks like Alvarado kind of just going through some warm-up routines.
Yeah, so maybe
closer,
that's.
but
I don't think
he is wearing 42, so we don't know yet.
Bailey hits a pop-up, kind of into no man's land. It's going to be caught.
Oh, wow.
Magic trick for Trey Turner. He fooled us all. That was smooth.
He caught it, but he don't look too happy about it.
He was waiting for Kepler, I think.
Great play.
Ooh.
Yeah, when you start running out that far, that's when it's danger zone. That's when it's danger zone. You're expecting to hear the call off. He didn't get it. Fantastic play on his part.
Why didn't he get called off?
I'm not sure.
He's still thinking about that. He's telling the umpire, why didn't he call me off? 0-2. Tyler had a base hit his first time up tonight. Got it. Change up.
Get all your highlights, analysis, live updates, podcast episodes, and more. Everything a Giant fan needs. NBC Sports Bay Area app. Download it now. That was a great sequence there. If you're Luzardo, not for Fitzgerald, but man, that was a great changeup. He's back in the attack mode this inning, getting ahead of everybody.
Elliot Ramos 0 for 2. That first one was one of the hardest hit balls of the whole game. But since then, he's kind of been swinging wildly. He chased that one. It's 0-2. Giants are counting on Ramos to be a big part of their offense against lefties. Only Aaron Judge had a better OPS against left-handed pitching last year of everybody in the big leagues. And not this time, though. Another off-speed pitch. That's the best inning of the game for Luzardo. Strikes out 2. Well, head out to Oracle Park on Sunday, April 27th. It's youth baseball and softball day. Giants and the Rangers. First 7,500 kids 14 and younger receive a Patrick Bailey headband presented by Bank of America. Patrick modeling that thing right there. Kids can gear up like the Giants Gold Glove. Catcher sfgiants.com/promotions. Here's Brandon Marsh against Justin Verlander. Bottom 5 tied at 2. First pitch started it with the changeup.
Real nice pitch. Great location. Starts a strike, ends up out by the time he's committed to swing. Marsh was able to get that sac fly in the second inning. We try to work him in. You see he's off the plate.
Down the left field line toward the corner. Ramos has room. I don't know. Maybe the wind helped hold that up a little bit.
I think that had something to do with it, but good job to stick with it. Check real fast. See that wall is. Plenty of space.
Yeah, you run out of room pretty quickly down there, but he did. He had plenty of room. Bryson Stott has done a nice job as a leadoff hitter in this series so far. 1 for 2 in the game tonight against Verlander. Done a nice job as a leadoff hitter in this series so far. 1 for 2 in the game tonight against Verlander. Backhanded nicely by Schmidt, and a perfect feed to Verlander.
42-year-old can pick him up and put him down, can he? What a nice play by Schmidt. That's where the third base skills come into play. Nice little backhand. One hopper, and then he leads him out in front. Perfect. Perfect feed. Lets Verlander get it, then see where the bag is. Plenty of time to get the speedy stop.
Very fundamentally sound play by Justin Verlander. Take care of the little things. That's how you win a lot of games. There's a strike. 0-2. Well, I was kind of thinking this might be the final inning for Justin Verlander, but he's got a chance to make it a quick inning. We'll see. Out towards center, Jung-Hoo Lee lines it up, makes a catch. That's an 8-pitch inning.
He answers Luzardo. Today, April 15th, is 415 Day. The Giants send thanks to an incredible 415 fan community and energetic center field bleachers section. Become a member of the 415 to secure $199 of flexible ticket credit with a special member pricing, including tickets as low as $5. Get access to the bullpen terrace and front row to DJ Umami's music. Buy online, sfgiants.com/crew.
We missed the 415 when we're out on the road for this long of a trip. Willie Adames takes ball one from Luzardo. 6th inning tie game. Adames, another pop-up. It's been happening a lot tonight. Stott for out number 1. Here's Jung-Hoo Lee. Inning got delayed for a brief moment by the Philly fanatic.
It was something. It was a show.
Whole skit, and it took a while for the fanatic to clean up and get the ATV off the field. That one hits the bag. Fair ball down the right field line. Jung-Hoo Lee's got his first hit of the series, and the ball's bobbled by Castellanos. Lee went into a slide though, and so Castellanos got away with it. It is another double for Jung-Hoo Lee.
Oh, he wasn't wasting time this time. Gets the sweeper down. Harper off the bag, has no chance to make a play. Gets down to there. Like you mentioned, Castellanos gets there and then he fumbles it a little bit, but he had already committed to the slide to end the double. I don't think he would have gone to third base anyway.
Probably not.
He took that little peek. That was a good shot, and Castellanos only bobbled it after he had fielded it cleanly. So Lee, if the bobble had happened right away, Lee would have been in position to just keep going, or at least think about it. And the dirt to Chapman, who's 2 for 2 with a single and a double. Well, Jung-Hoo Lee, the extra base hits for Lee have been so exciting. Came into tonight tied for the league lead with 8 doubles. He's got his 9th. Now a pickoff throw, and my goodness, Stott was 10 feet behind the bag.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Inside. See if you can see that. He's peeking. He saw him scoop it up cleanly, and then he dropped it on the exchange. That one right in there. 3-0, and looked like Chapman was taken all the way.
Well, he's looking for that pitch one more time. You can see a big swing here.
3-1. Did he go? No. That's ball 4. So Chapman on base for the 3rd straight time.
7th walk of the road trip. Finding a way to get on base.
You've pointed it out. Like, even when he's not getting a lot of hits, you get on base, you're a good base runner, help your team. Phillies bullpen is working, and it might be time. Yeah, look at that. It's not the easiest night to figure out who's warming up, but I do believe it's Orion Kerkering in the Philadelphia bullpen. Giants bullpen is just a Pilates class right now. 2-2. Giants threatening to take the lead here in the 6th, and when it's time for a change.
You need to stop spending.
You're not listening. I'm saving.
I quit.
Dwayne and Mike are taking part in this year's SF Sketch Fest, part of the San Francisco Comedy Festival. An evening with Kruk and Kipe at the Sidney Goldstein Theater. It's May 15th. And they'll be there live in person. An evening of conversation, stories, and Q&A. And hopefully a lot of laughs. sfsketchfest.com. 2 on, 1 out. And Wilmer Flores, who's been the RBI leader in the National League, at the plate. New pitcher is the right-hander Orion Kerkering.
Last pitch Saturday, just a couple outs in St. Louis. Big arm here. Upper 90s fastball slider off of that, as you can see. But that's just all you're going to get. 2-pitch pitcher, 4-seam and 2-seam that fastball.
Tough to hit. He's good. Lee at second, Chapman at first. That time he gets the call. Wilmer not looking for that slider, at least not in that spot. Wilmer's seen a lot of pitches tonight, plus he's been running wild.
Ooh. He wants that one back. He's shown him nothing but sliders, and that one he got it up in the nitro zone and he got away with it. Belt high spinners don't often come back.
Ooh. See if he gets another. He does not. That was a good slider, and Wilmer did well to fight that one off. Giants were down 2-0. They tied the game with 2 runs in the 4th. Now a chance here in the 6th. Way outside, and it gets away from Real Muto. And that advances both runners on a wild pitch. Lee to 3rd, Chapman to 2nd. That's going to force the Phillies' hand on defense too.
The first fastball he's thrown, and total misfire in location. And that's hard to do at any level with that kind of speed. When you set up in and you're trying to catch 98 away, it's tough even for a Gold Glover.
Big chopper. Lee breaks for the plate, and that's going to score the run. The only chance for Turner was to go to first and get the out there. Wilmer puts it in play and puts the Giants ahead. That's good baseball.
That's good baseball, and a great contact play read by Lee. See him get a good secondary. The second that ball's hit, he's gone.
That was excellent base running. So now Casey Schmidt takes a big hack at that slider. Casey had the hit that tied the game, a 2-run single his last time up. Down and in at 97. Well, the Giants emphatically last night they were down 3-0 and scored 6 times. It's been a little more methodical tonight. And we have a long way to go. Bullpen still quiet for the Giants. I think Verlander is convinced Bob Melvin, JP Martinez, he can stay in the game.
Well, an 8-pitch inning will help you. That's for sure. They got help ready to go.
Well, another run batted in for Wilmer Flores. He's surged ahead of Aaron Judge. He's got the most in the game. Schmidt goes down, and the Giants get just the 1, but it's enough.
Presented by Super Duper Burgers. Giants baseball, nothing like it.
Well, Justin Verlander still in this game. Giants are now going to start the bullpen activity behind him, but the Giants have their first lead of the night, 3-2. Bryce Harper, first pitch swing on a Verlander curveball, and he pulls it foul. Harper's 0 for 1 with a walk. Randy Rodriguez getting loose. See Ryan Walker. They have new doors in the bullpen.
Keep you warm in there now.
Isn't that new this year?
Oh yeah. You get exposed to the elements, and with that wind whipping around in there, you had no place to hide except the little corner where the bathroom is next to that lottery sign. That's about all you had.
1-1 to Bryce Harper. To left. Ramos comes in and catches one away.
All outs are big, but Bryce Harper, when we talk about a little bit of history and maybe a touch of ownage on Verlander, that's a good out there, and on a curveball again. Giants going heavy with the curveballs, right on left.
So here's Schwarber, who has walked and flied out. Fastball just off the outside and right off the end of the bat. Well, we don't want to over dramatize, but Verlander, he's into the 6th inning now. Giants have the lead. He's got 262 career wins. And I believe that Justin values every chance to add to that total.
No doubt in my mind. I think we'd be foolish to not think that that's what he's thinking, but he's also been in a nice groove. Got ahead of 6 straight hitters through an 8-pitch inning last inning.
That one down the right field line. It is going to fall. Base hit. Matos did a real nice job to get to that one and then fired in right to second. So that holds the runner Schwarber to a single.
Again, try to play clean defense. It does exactly that. Turns and throws a 1-hop strike to second base.
Is it me, or has Luis Matos gotten a lot better on defense?
He has, and I think that a lot of confidence going down to play winter ball. Played well, got to play a lot.
Castellanos
had a good spring. And now these Phillies, you can start taking advantage. That's 3 straight first pitch swings. So now if you're Justin, you start trying to nibble at the corners a little bit, see if you can get these guys to start chasing.
Yeah, that was a good one. The previous pitch probably caught, by his account, too much of the strike zone. Ooh, man, did not get the low strike.
Good pitch there, didn't get rewarded.
It's a spot where Bailey's good at helping his pitchers get strikes all over the zone. That one definitely missed. 3-1.
This is where you want to be careful here. Castellanos knows, we know he's got power. He showed it off in last night's ball game, so you just want to be careful here. Execute your pitch.
That one kind of muscled into left. Well, he threw a good pitch. He jammed him, but Castellanos gets the base hit anyway.
He did exactly what you just described. He was able just to get just enough strength in there to flip it out into left field. This ball just chases him in. But he just keeps those hands in there and just kind of flips that barrel to it and serves it out there.
Obviously not Bob Melvin, it's JP Martinez. So pitching coach visit to the mound. And while they chat, a message from the Sacramento International Airport.
Thank you for pushing us to get better, to do things differently, and for making Northern California the incredible region it's become. It's been a trip. Now, who's ready for the next leg?
So, Giants lead 3-2. 2 on, 1 out. Real Muto reached on an error. And Verlander convinces Martinez and the Giants that he can stay in this game.
And these Phillies hitters have been going early.
Check swing, foul.
Take it. You'll take it. Up and in. Check swing, foul ball.
Justin Verlander trying to dig deep here. Stay in line for a victory. Real Muto, foul ball on another fastball. Is 0-2. This was JT Realmuto's first at bat back in the second inning.
Yeah, second pitch fastball right down the middle, and you can see this at bat. He has not gone to. He's hit corners. He's gone up, and he's thrown 6 straight fastballs actually to Castellanos and to Realmuto right before that breaking ball there.
So he tried to get him on a slider. Bailey did keep it around home plate, so that's huge. We saw the wild pitch play a big role in the Giants taking the lead in the top of this inning.
Realmuto has hit into 2 double plays so far this season.
That one inside, 2-2.
Just trying to keep him honest in there. You know, if you're going to go in, miss in.
The guy who's been the problem solver in the Giants bullpen, Randy Rodriguez. Big pitch here. 2-2. On the ground, but foul.
It has been a different outing for Verlander this time around. Less swing and miss stuff than last outing, but he's able to work deeper into a ball game. He's mixing in his pitches a little bit better. He's found a little bit better command these last few innings, and he really wants this.
Digging deep. Realmuto to left. Ramos broke back, now hustling in, still coming in, and he can't catch it. Coming around third, Schwarber will score, and that's how the Phillies tie this game.
Wow, wasn't expecting that initially off the bat. It was a pop fly. He drops his head when he hits it. And Ramos is playing in left center. He's got a long way to go, and the wind takes it, and he's unable to close the ground. And it's a gift. He had a long way to go, tried to cover a lot of ground, and just ends up clipping it off the end of that glove. Tie ball game now.
And Verlander stays in. Swing and miss by Kepler. Yeah, that hurts. And look, the wind is definitely making things difficult tonight in the outfield, no doubt about that. That one lined to short, and not a double play. It's going to be close. Fitzgerald had to sprint over. He had the umpire in the way. He had Castellanos in the way, or at least in the neighborhood.
Applaud the effort.
Yeah, good try.
Applaud the effort. Adames thought he was going to win the foot race. And he flips it to one of the faster men in the league. It just doesn't quite make that good toss, but big second out.
So now Bohm with 2 on and 2 out in a tie game. Bohm left center, and that is going to put the Phillies ahead. Castellanos scores. It's 4-3. Well, that's too bad. Justin Verlander made a lot of good pitches in that inning and just didn't get rewarded for it. So he'll give the ball to Bob Melvin. And the Phillies have gone ahead. Rodriguez coming in when it's time for a change. Think Speedy, oil change and auto service. Your trusted oil change, brake and repair experts.
catch pregame live a half hour before every game.
So 3 o'clock pregame tomorrow, 12:30 on Thursday, Bay Area times. Meanwhile here, the Phillies have scored twice after the Giants went ahead, and they've knocked Justin Verlander, who put forth a valiant effort tonight, but he's out of the game, and Randy Rodriguez takes over in a big spot again for Randy, just trying to make sure the Giants stay close in this one. Rodriguez, that's been his job, and he's done it beautifully this year.
He certainly has. He's done it really well on this road trip, trying to hold this line. And you know, for Verlander, it's just so unfortunate. But like you said, hold it here. Giants have been able to answer a lot on this road trip.
Perfect first pitch fastball to Brandon Marsh. Went right back toward that same spot and just a little outside, call the ball. Foul tip on the slider. 1-2. There goes the runner from first, Bohm, and the Giants will just let him go. That makes this an even bigger situation. It's a steal for Bohm. Got in on his hands at 97.
Misfire, but a great pitch to do it. Again, it was inside. Marsh was just trying to fight for his life there, able to fight that one off.
To center and well hit. Jung-Hoo Lee will get there and make the catch. Good jump, good route. And the inning is over. Phillies, though, take the lead 4-3.
Jumped out to that 2-run lead in the second. Giants answer with 2 in the fourth, and then the pitchers were kind of settling in, and now they're both out. The starting pitchers are out. They got Luzardo to 90 pitches. Verlander trying to fight through that to get through 6. Ultimately gave room to Randy Rodriguez, but the Giants find themselves down 4-3 in this contest.
When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, brake, and repair experts. And Jordan Romano takes over, the one-time Blue Jays closer, now in Philadelphia. Giants make a counter move. Mike Yastrzemski will lead off the inning against Romano. He drops a slider right on the outside corner for strike one.
And he's a two-pitch guy. Fastball, slider. The velocity's gone down. 94 probably on that fastball, low 80s on that slider.
Coming back from injury this year, really rough start to his season, but he did have a better road trip. He's not the closer right now. He was at the beginning of the year. Mike Yastrzemski, another good game last night. First at bat tonight, hitting for Luis Matos. Giants down 4-3 in the 7th. Mike got a fastball there, fouled it away. Last night, Yastrzemski hit his 3rd home run of the year.
Yeah, left on left at that. First one in a couple years since he's been able to do that. Stayed down, stayed through that breaking ball.
That was a huge add-on home run for the Giants. And a good take there on a slider. 1-2. Yes, fights it off. The thing about using Yastrzemski in this spot is, I mean, he's hit for some power, but he's also been a real high on base average hitter so far this year. So leading off an inning with his base running ability. He hits that one way up there into right center field. Castellanos and Marsh come together, and Marsh on the edge of the warning track makes a catch. Wrong place, I think, tonight to hit the ball.
Put together a good at bat. Just gets off the end of the bat just enough, gets under it. But he's taking some good swings, isn't he?
Really is. Confident hitter right now. Here's Patrick Bailey. He'll turn around and bat left-handed. What Patrick does, I mean, managing the pitching staff, all the game planning, all the mental work that goes into that, the defense, and then swings from both sides. You bat right-handed and turn around in the middle of the game, you hit left-handed.
You can see why he's got so much value. Held in such high regard just because all the things you just mentioned. Controls a running game.
Behind 0-2. Chase there. Slider. 2 down. So here's Fitzgerald. Tyler 1 for 2.
Philly's got a little momentum going right now. You'd like to just find a way to get it back in your dugout here for the Giants. Swing it back your way.
On the ground to third. Bohm throws to first just in time, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Romano. 7th inning stretch in Philly. All right, Laura, thanks. We'll look forward to that. Giants down by a run, bottom 7. Auto Service, your trusted oil change, brake, and repair experts. It is young right-hander Hayden Birdsong. I know, Javi, you were really impressed with his work over the weekend at Yankee Stadium.
Yeah, he went 2 innings, and in 2 innings and just 20 pitches, punched out 3, and he had 97, top of the zone, top rail, big curveball off of that. Some big strikeouts against the meat of their order, and he's going to see the meat of the order here with the Phillies.
He is right now being trusted with some big spots, and this counts as one. As you said, at best hitters for Philadelphia. Yastrzemski stays in to play right field in a game where the Giants are still feeling like they have a great chance to win it. There's that kick changeup in the dirt to Bryson Stott.
The Phillies have just turned on the aggressiveness. 7 of the last 8 hitters have gone first pitch swings. They're attacking.
Definitely feels like a game plan. 2-1. Stott down the right field line toward the corner. It is a fair ball. And it takes a carom back toward the infield. Yastrzemski has it. Stott going for third. He'll make it. Wow, he just never slowed down. And that weird carom in the corner where we can't see it, it came straight down the line back toward home plate.
Stott, so for 2 games, been putting together some great at bats. A misfired fastball trying to go away, goes in, drops barrel right to it, drives it right down the line, and just like he describes, hits perfectly at the bottom of that, the base of that wall. With his speed, gets to third. Now it is must strikeout situation here.
Trey Turner is not going to be easy to try to keep this a 1-run deficit. Turner, then Harper, then Schwarber, infield in. Slider, 1-1. Ninth hit for the Phillies. And they've been the team that's put more pressure on offensively in the game tonight. That's a changeup for Birdsong, which
that kick change has been awesome for him since he's landed that. And again, just with that 97 that you got to cover the fastball, has yet to throw the curveball.
1-2. He buried a changeup there. One thing, Patrick Bailey, he does like calling. If a guy throws a good pitch, he'll back it up with another call, same pitch.
And he smothers it, you know, a la like a Yadi Molina when he's getting some of those Wainwright curveballs, just able to call whatever, knowing he can block it.
Right to short, and that will hold Stott. Adames throws out Turner, so there's a big first out. Definitely not out of the woods yet.
Was staying stingy with that changeup, though. The kick change got another one there. Trey Turner wanted to knock in the run. You want that RBI, able to get him fishing, and weak ground ball shortstop.
Bryce Harper takes a fastball for ball 1. There's a curve.
Well, they've shown it so far this series that right-handers against Bryce, he has some swing and miss on the curveball. Roop, Verlander, they've gone with it.
Field's still in, and that one not close with a slider. 3-0.
This is a pitch you want to be careful with here. 3-0.
He will definitely swing 3-0. He does, and he hits a high fly ball to right. Yastrzemski back at the wall, gone. Two-run home run. Bryce Harper, first runs of the year given up by Birdsong. I thought the only question was, would the wind possibly knock that one down, at least keep it in the ballpark? It did not.
It did not. And to be fair, it was a 3-0 slider. You know, he didn't come in with a fastball, but Bryce Harper is known to go 3-0, and that's a huge swing. Puts him up 3.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I'm not saying you could see the home run coming. You could definitely see the swing coming. Spencer Bivens now will warm up behind Birdsong.
It was all set up by that triple. I mean, that just puts you back against the wall early in this inning. All of a sudden you're pitching with major stress with a runner on third base, nobody out, with 2, 3, 4 coming up.
Yeah, so true.
It's a tough spot.
Especially late in a game, you're already down by a run. You're really pitching like you can't allow that run to score. Early in a game, you're a starting pitcher. You get a triple, maybe you just say, all right, let's limit the damage.
Trade the run for the out, but can't do it there.
Schwarber just a little bit low. Wouldn't go after the changeup. Way inside. Birdsong just not as sharp as he's been.
Xfinity delivers Wi-Fi built for streaming live sports with ultra low lag. Stream the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity.
It's gotten a little chillier as the game has gone on. I might need one of those blankets. But I'm not wearing the Fanatic hat.
No.
You think Brad Grems, if I go down to the clubhouse after the game, you think he'll find a warm hat for me?
No doubt.
Castellanos. 0-2.
You don't hold his position and not be able to take care of a few things.
He's one of the most important people in the Giants traveling party.
Most definitely.
That one out towards left center. Wow, look at the wind push that one. Jung-Hoo Lee trying to line it up. From our vantage point, that was one where you could really see the wind playing tricks with the ball. 2 down. Bryce Harper had to hit that ball hard to have it end up where it did. Real Muto will pop up. Who's going to take this one? Yastrzemski will call off Fitzgerald. Out number 3. But the Phillies add on. We go to the 8th. 6-3. That's the Giants' take. NLCS right on this field, game 6. And yeah, that is Javi Lopez, Chase Utley.
See ya.
Ryan Howard.
Come on. Like it was yesterday. Man. And that's my terrible, we're rocking playoff beards in the pen, and that's as bad as, that's all I could grow. That's so bad.
How do you feel about the defining moment of your career?
So bad. And I got that on my face. Oh my God. Oh well. Such is life.
And then Juan Uribe hit the home run, and you had the win. Brian Wilson closed it out. New pitcher for the Phillies. When it's time for a change, think Speedy Oil Change and Auto Service, your trusted oil change, brake, and repair experts. It's Jose Alvarado against the top of the order for the Giants. Ramos took a strike, and that's called strike 2. Elliott didn't think so. Well, what'd you say last night about Ramos? He's in the middle of the field.
You got to go big part of the field here, especially with Alvarado, though he just throws cheese at you.
High fastball.
These fastballs, back foot sliders. And there's movement to it, too. He hides the ball pretty darn well, but he can get wild. Got to get him in the zone.
Down and in. He's got some of the best pure stuff of anybody.
Oh, yeah.
6-3 Phillies. '99. Ramos battling with him. On the ground, into left field, base hit. Well, he got a breaking ball, and Ramos was able to stay back and hook it into left.
Good piece of hit in there. The Giants return to Oracle Park next week, and the homestand begins with a 4-game set against the Milwaukee Brewers. See Patrick Bailey and the Giants take on Jackson Chourio and the Brewers Monday through Thursday. Get those tickets at sfgiants.com/tickets.
Jackson Chourio, man, is he talented.
What a player.
Well, Giants fans here in Philly hoping that that's the start of a rally. Giants have been a come-from-behind kind of team. Willie Adames took a big hack at a 100-mile-an-hour first pitch fastball. 0 for 3. He's flied out and popped out twice. Homered in last night's game. .100 and well off the plate inside. That went into right field. That's a base hit for Adames. Ramos is going to dig for third, and Castellanos will just lob it back into second. Here come the Giants.
It's a nice job. They'll fight that one off a little bit. That ball kind of chased him in, but he's able to kind of get the barrel to it. Plays in front of Elliott right there, first to third. Easy round.
By the way, you can see that at the bottom of your screen. Warriors pregame live going on right now on NBC Sports Bay Area Plus. Big night for the Warriors. You can stream Warriors live on the NBC Sports app. Big spot here for Jung-Hoo Lee. Tough matchup left on left. Outside for ball one.
I mean, this is the RTIs in play, the run thrown in. I mean, he can get wild, and it's just so much velocity. If he misses a spot, he can miss big. He's done it a few times already this season.
Got the call there. That call.
That's a nice pitch.
Is beautiful. And really, I don't blame the umpire for calling it a strike, but it hasn't been called a strike at times tonight. 100 on the black. Pulled, foul. He hooked a low liner. Jung-Hoo's had some good at bats against Levy. You can't have a tougher left on left matchup than this one.
No, I mean, there's not many that come with this kind of arsenal at you and that kind of velocity. But he just gets that foot set. He just kind of reads it. Gets set early.
He took it, and this time called a ball.
Woo. Don't take it again.
99. Wow. Fouled. This is a fight. And remember, it's only the 8th inning. So for Jung-Hoo Lee and the Giants, you don't have to get all 3 runs back in one swing. Still nobody out.
Hey, I mean, you certainly don't. And I think when you look at what they're trying to do, the Phillies, this is their closer, or it has been, but now they're trying to kind of spread it out. They're still kind of looking to see who wants that, who's going to lock down that 9th inning. So if you get this pitch count up, you're doing yourself a service here.
That one taken. Man, what an at bat for Jung-Hoo Lee. Can he pay it off? It's just hard to describe how tough this guy can be.
Yeah.
Huge velocity and tons of movement. This will be the 8th pitch of this at bat. 3-2. Adames over at first, and he goes. Lee hits one into right field, base hit right through the open hole. Ramos will score. Around to third, Adames. Another terrific at bat from Jung-Hoo Lee. It's 6-4.
Wow. Just absolutely had to fight that pitch off. Runner going, second baseman goes to cover, but just muscles it out into right field, finds the hole. And Adames stops. He didn't see it, but then it's a great read, able to get third base and keeps the traffic out on the base pass and keeps the line moving offensively.
So a visit to the mound. Phillies conference. That is just so impressive. Not that he hit a 110-mile-an-hour line drive, but just the fight in that at bat.
I mean, it was a 1-2 count. You know, from 1-2 count to 3-2 to hitting 100-mile-an-hour sinker.
Yeah.
On your fists.
Well, what do you think about Jung-Hoo Lee? He's got speed over at first base. You got Chapman in the box. Lee is the tying run. Still nobody out. Chapman takes a little bit high. So first and third, no outs. Phillies 6, Giants 4.
And Alvarado's not a slide stepper, so he's really just trying to hold.
Chapman had a good cut. Matt Chapman looks like a different hitter tonight.
He's I think just yesterday finally getting that base hit kind of got things going for him. Then that first at bat today, you're right, he's able to work the counts. He's seeing the ball well. He's gotten a 3-ball counts the last 2 times up.
He pops this one up though on the infield. Wynn pushing it. Stott will catch it. And Chapman cannot get that run home. So that's a big first out for the Phillies with Wilmer Flores coming up.
Just dipped under that just a little bit. He's on it. He was on it. Game of inches. Hitting is so difficult.
Yeah, hitting's difficult and against everybody. Against this guy,
yeah.
I mean, at times it almost feels impossible. And yet the Giants have 3 hits already in the inning. Now Wilmer, can he keep the ball off the ground? Maybe use that open hole on the right side. Big cut. That's a cutter at 94. I would think the run from Jung-Hoo Lee, maybe to try to stay out of a double play, that could be in play. We'll see. Not looking like he was poised to go though.
Yeah, I mean, you got to make sure this would be a count right here. 1-1, 1 out. This would be a good running count. But you got a Gold Glover back there. You got to make sure you're going to make it.
Flores, foul ball. Another high velocity fastball and another 2-strike situation for the Giants here on a blustery night in Philadelphia, trying to come from behind again. Down 2-0, then ahead 3-2, then down 6-3. Now it's 6-4. First and third, 1 out. Wilmer foul tipped it.
Emergency hack and live to see another pitch. That's what you're trying to do now. 1-2 count. Top 8 against a guy that's been their closer stuff. Tough at bat. Just fight to hopefully catch a mistake over the middle of the plate.
Wilmer's seen 25 pitches by himself in this game. There goes Lee. No, he stopped, and Flores strikes out swinging. So Alvarado has gotten the second out here.
Lee thought about it, no doubt. Took 2 hard steps.
Casey Schmidt, who had 2 good at-bats against the lefty starter, faced Kerkering, the right-handed reliever, and struck out against him. Overall 1 for 3 against Alvarado. 2 on, 2 out. Giants down 2. Half swing, he went around. Lee the runner at first, Adames the runner at third. That one just off the inside. Real Muto wanted it.
That's a good eye by Casey. We know he can be aggressive and kind of getting himself into some chase trouble, but he's put together some good swings against lefties.
That's a cutter at 93.
It's pretty nasty there.
Let's see if Casey can find a way. Put a good swing on one. Giants down 2 in the 8th. There goes Lee running. Pitch is pulled foul.
I mean, he's going to have his 30th pitch of this inning. Giants are grinding these at-bats.
And he thought that he might pitch 2 innings. I would think is gone now. Matt Strom's up in the bullpen. Casey Schmidt hanging in there. Still 1-2 with 2 outs. Casey to center field and pretty deep. Marsh all the way back in front of the wall to make the catch right in front of the Phillies bullpen. Manny gave that a ride and came up just a little bit short. It's still 6-4 Phillies. It's not just an historic day because of what happened with Jackie Robinson. It's also the anniversary of the first West Coast game in Major League history. The San Francisco Giants were born on this date 67 years ago, 1958, Seal Stadium, and fittingly it was Giants-Dodgers, and the Giants won 8-0 in front of almost 24,000 at that beautiful old ballpark, Seal Stadium. The first game in San Francisco Giants history on this date in 1958.
Baby Bull made his debut there and also went deep. That ain't bad, huh?
That was a good way to announce his arrival. Orlando Cepeda. Spencer Bivens takes over out of the Giants bullpen. His 5th appearance of the year. Giants came oh so close in the 8th inning, but it's 6-4 Phillies. Our score graphic has dropped out for the moment, so we'll do a little half TV, half radio. Tyler Fitzgerald catches the sharp liner off the bat of Kepler, who's hit the ball hard every time up tonight. There we go.
Casey Schmidt was 10 feet short of some magic, if that, probably even less than that.
Yeah. And you got to give Casey credit because early on it was kind of looking like an overmatch, and Alvarado makes a lot of hitters look like that. And he hung in there and almost put the Giants ahead. Ball one, strike the count to Alec Boehm. Boehm had a big hit in the 6th inning, the one that put the Phillies ahead 4-3. Last batter for Justin Verlander, Giants starter. Strike 2.
Oh, he just told him, don't tap your helmet. That's exactly what he just told him. Clinton wasn't having it. Yeah. Umpires, they get a little testy with that one.
Yeah, the signal that everybody used in spring training when they were testing the ABS challenge system. Did he go? No. Giants still have 3 outs of life on offense. Yastrzemski, Bailey, Fitzgerald due up in the 9th inning. Matt Strom,
that's up,
was warming up in the Phillies bullpen. Yeah, that Alec Boehm was a little late with that swing. They're strong. Big chopper. Adames has to hurry. Got him.
I thought he was going to cut him again. Chappie, I think good thing they talked about it. That's kind of one of those with Chapman's momentum's taking him that way, and we see him make so many great plays. But Adames reach back again, reach back heater.
Strike 1 to Brandon Marsh. I do think that as much as they played together in spring training and they've been out there every day of the regular season essentially together, I do think Chapman and Adames still early in their relationship. Just trying to read each other's cues. One thing is, with Willie involved, you know they're going to talk it out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 2. Bivens. Another foul ball. Bobbing and weaving.
Yeah, he gave me a little head fake. Stutter step.
Tomorrow, Robbie Ray, Aaron Nola. That's the matchup for Game 3 of the series. 2-2. He struck him out swinging, and Spencer Bivens has given the Giants a chance in the 9th inning. Last 3 outs with Yastrzemski due to lead off. Chance for the Giants against a new pitcher. He is the 5th pitcher of the night for Philadelphia, Matt Strahm, one of the tougher guys to hit in the league, the left-hander for his 9th appearance of the year.
Yeah, last time he pitched was Sunday. First time he'd given up a run all year. You can see the numbers there. He's just really hard. He's got that low 3/4 release. It's going to be very hard on lefties. Kind of starts the ball behind you. But when it comes to the righties, he likes to work them in. Won't overpower you with velocity, but he can run it up there in the mid-90s.
Yeah, it's deception, it's command,
yeah, he's got a lot of chase because you can see how he hides the ball so well.
Yes, to left center, that wind, and Kepler there for out number 1. Giants got to get somebody on base to give themselves a chance with one swing to tie the game. Patrick Bailey 0 for 3 tonight and has not looked very happy with his at-bats. He's been chasing tonight. That time he just swung and missed. Tyler Fitzgerald on deck. 0-2. And Elliot Ramos after that. I mean, you get 2 right-handed hitters, both who have power.
But you can see the deception. He's just got carry on that fastball. It's almost just got the ride to it.
Strike 3 called. 2 down.
Nothing fancy, just a fastball at the same spot.
Giants down to their final out. See if Tyler Fitzgerald can keep the game going. Takes ball 1. Fitzgerald 1 for 3. His first home run of the year here last night. Popped up, and that should do it. Bryce Harper underneath. He will catch it, and the game is over. The Phillies, after jumping out ahead, had to come from behind, but they hang on to beat the Giants by the final score of 6-4.
Yeah, it was a good game with a little bit of action for everybody. I think, you know, you got the pitchers doing their thing. Luzardo and Verlander weren't crisp early, then they got crisp a little later, but their pitch counts got up. But ultimately that one inning for Verlander, unable to get out of the 6, is kind of what just caught up to him. But the Giants played well. They gave themselves a chance, but the Phillies, give them credit. The bullpen came in and got the job done.
So the Giants, just their 5th loss of the year, fall to 12-5. The Phillies get their 10th victory of the season. For Javi Lopez, Dave Fleming saying thanks for being with us. 6-4 the final. Stay tuned for Toyota Giants post-game live starting right now.